Welcome to the Indiana State Board of Animal Health VET-CVI orientation video. This video will cover creating a brucellosis vaccination test chart.
Once you've logged in to your VET-CVI account, to start creating a brucellosis vaccination chart, you can either click on the tile here from your dashboard, or in the top left, when you click on these three lines, you have brucellosis vaccination here, so you can click on this as well. This will take you into creating your vaccination chart. At the very top here, you can see a vaccination chart number if you need that. The very first page is just going to be your veterinarian information. All of this is pulled from your account. If anything needs to be changed, you'll need to go to your My Account section to edit that. You can click Next in the bottom right corner. This page is going to be your animal location information. So the first part is going to be either need a first and last name of the owner or the business name. Both of these have the red asterisk. However, you only need one or the other. You do not need both. Address is required, and this will need to be a full 911 registered address. You cannot have a P.O. box here. County is not required. However, if you do know it, please include it. Phone number is required. However, if your client does not have a phone number or does not want that information included, you just can put zeros in until it formats to a phone number. Email address is not required. However, if you include one for the owner, they will receive a copy of the vaccination chart once it's submitted. Premise ID is also not required. However, since you're vaccinating large animals, the client should have a premise ID number, and so it should be included if they know it. If they do not know it, you can also call our office during business hours. We can look it up and give it to you. Below will be owner details. So this is if the owner's information differs from where the animals are located. So if they are at a different address, you can include this here. Or if it's a business and they have a P.O. box and they would like that included, this is where you can put that. If all of the information is the same, you can also click Same as Above, and it will fill in all of this information automatically. You can then click Next in the bottom right corner. This will be the brucellosis vaccination related information. So it'll automatically fill in the strain, which will be the RB51. Your dosage should always be full. Serial number is what is on your vial of vaccination. For vaccination date, you'll click anywhere within this month, day, or year. You can either scroll to get the appropriate date, or you can also click the arrows. Click the check mark when you're ready. If you need to clear this out for any reason, you can click the X here to the right, and it'll clear it out. Expiration date will be the expiration date on the vial of vaccine. Same thing, scroll through to get the appropriate date and click the check mark. Your vaccination tattoo will always be RV, and the number will be the last digit of the year. So currently it is RV5. This will automatically populate here for you. Certification for payment should always be private or owner's expense unless otherwise noted from our office. Herd number is referring to an assigned number for the different herds. We do not assign herd numbers for cattle here in Indiana, so please leave that blank. For species, I'm going to go ahead and select beef. If you have any remarks, you can type that out here. If you are vaccinating this herd for certification for reestablishing vaccine status, you can toggle this on. And then you'll need to select either calfhood or adult vaccination. Indiana does not recognize the adulthood vaccination, so you should always be selecting calf foot vaccination. You'll then click Next in the bottom right corner. And this is where you'll be adding your animals. So click Add here in the top right. I'm first going to add only one at a time, so I'll click Single. My head count will automatically be 1. For breed, I'll type in Angus. Say this is a female. For calf foot vaccinations, they need to be between 2 and 10 months old. Animal description. And your reason, I'll do natural addition. Purebred. And then your ID type. With brucellosis vaccination, the animals are required to have a visual ID placed on the animal at the time of the vaccination if they do not already have one. So you should only be adding AIN and 840 tag numbers. If they have any farm tags that you would also like to include, you can click the green plus, select Other for the tag type, and type in the farm tag. Everything is correct for this one animal. You can click Save in the bottom right. And now on this page, you can see this animal is now here. If you need to make any changes, you can click the Edit button. You can copy if you have animals with very similar information, but just the tag number is different. Or if you need to delete them, you can click the trash can button. I'm going to add one more, but in this time I'm going to do Express Single. So let's say I have 3 animals that have very similar information, so the same age, sex, and breed. These are male. These are 2 months. Say these are purchased editions. So now since I'm adding multiple at one time, you can either apply same to all, which you should not use because that'll apply the exact same tag number to all 3 animals. You can do range. So if all 3 animals, their IDs are in sequence, you can put the starting value and then click Save in the bottom right. It'll automatically create all 3 and apply the tags in a sequential order. You can also do manual. So since I've got 3 tags, I'll put my starting number in, click Enter, and type in the second number. Click Enter again, and type in my third number. You can then click Save in the bottom right. Or if you'd also like to add farm tags for these 3 animals, you can click the green plus button. ID type, I'll select Other, and also click Manual. You'll want to click Enter between each tag number. You'll also want to make sure that these tag numbers will line up with the 3 that you've already entered above. That way it's adding this correct farm tag to the correct official ID number. You can then click Save. And now I've got all 3 animals here. If you've got all of your animals entered, click Next in the bottom right. This will take you to your review page. You can scroll through and check to see if everything is correct. If anything needs to be edited, in that portion to the right, there's an Edit button. If you click this, it'll take you right to that page to make any changes you need. Then if you want, you can click in the top right, those 3 dots, go back to your review, and it'll take you back to your review page. You click Next in the bottom right. This will take you to your certification. You can either click the check mark and go ahead and click Submit, or if you click the Preview button, this will open a PDF draft copy of what your vaccination chart will look like. You'll know it's a draft by it saying draft in the background. This can give you a good idea of what your chart will look like before submitting it. If you need to make any changes once you've looked at the draft copy, you can click cancel and it will take you back into the brucellosis vaccination creation process. If everything looked correct, click the check mark and then you'll click submit. You should pretty quickly get a message saying your application submitted successfully. If you included an email address for the owner, they should now receive an email with a copy of it, as well as whichever email address is used for the account will also receive an email with a PDF copy. If you need to find another copy of it, you can go to search TB and OCV history. You can search by the number if you know it, or you can also search by the day that you submitted it. And it should pop up pretty quickly. From here, you can click this PDF button, and that will open a PDF copy of the completed vaccination chart. Similar to the CVI creation process, you can also start a vaccination chart but not finish it, and you can find those in your TB OCV drafts. When you're ready to finish one, you will just click on the blue certificate number, and it will take you back into that creation process. And that is how you will create a brucellosis vaccination chart with the VET-CVI program.
Thank you for viewing this video. If you need additional assistance, check out the BOAH website.